Fortnite is one of the most family-friendly and down-to-earth games out there. I mean, it's targeted towards a much younger audience than, say, PUBG, Call of Duty, and most other big-name games out there right now that occupy the Battle Royale space. That said, Fortnite offers a lot of lighthearted and funny moments in-game, some intentional and some not so much. But what is really great about Fortnite in general is that it can provide streamers and creators content just by simply being itself. From the random emotes to the new POIs to various bugs and glitches, there is always something entertaining and/or hilarious going on in the world of Fortnite Battle Royale. And those who stream the game consistently always have their raw reactions on display all the time. But sometimes things can get a bit awkward or even downright embarrassing on stream, so today we're taking a look at the most embarrassing moments caught on Fortnite streams. So without further ado, let's get into the list. Number 1. CypherPK gets a little overconfidence. CypherPK is one of the biggest Fortnite streamers out there right now, and he's been holding pretty solid viewer counts for quite some time. Cypher is ridiculously good at the game, and his building and edits are seriously on another level. But sometimes, even the best of the best get a little overconfident, and karma comes around to put them in their place. And that is exactly what happens in this clip. Cypher is playing a match of solos, the game is winding down, and Cypher is left in a 1v1 against another player to win the game. Now, Cypher, being himself, figured that there's no way he's not going to win this match. He's already got 11 kills, his shot is feeling good, he is kitted out with pretty much anything and everything you could ask for. And in general, Cypher pretty much has the W already in the bag with this one. So while he's knocking down the other player's builds and sees the player go falling down to the ground, he begins to emote, thinking, oh, there is no way this guy is going to survive this huge fall. But to Cypher's surprise, somehow his opponent did not take any fall damage whatsoever, and he was somehow able to land on the ground and continue building. But to make matters even worse, after emoting and not getting the kill, the player on the ground goes on to tunnel around for a moment as Cypher tries to build down to him. But before Cypher was able to reach the ground, the player knocks down his builds and causes him to unfortunately fall to his death and lose the match. So we have a roller coaster of events here in this clip, as Cypher, one of the best players out there, thinks he's about to get a super easy victory royale. However, things take a turn for the worse, and it ends up being pretty embarrassing as he loses the match in a terrible way in front of thousands of viewers. Let's check it out.
What? What? What?
Number 2. Ninja's New Year's Eve flossing disaster. There's no hiding the fact that Ninja has the largest presence out of anyone in the gaming community. He's headlined things like Lollapalooza streaming from the Red Bull camp at the event, he's been on shows like Ellen and Jimmy Fallon, and he's also held his very own New Year's Eve watch party live from Times Square, which honestly is one of the biggest things to ever be done in gaming. Safe to say Ninja is killing it with all of his endeavors, except, well, because you're watching this video, something had to go wrong that resulted in a pretty awkward situation, and that is exactly what went down. While streaming from Times Square this past New Year's, Ninja was doing an all-nighter to celebrate the new year, and per usual, Times Square in New York City was flooded with people waiting to watch the ball drop. And not all these people were super interested in Ninja and his antics when he was brought out onto a stage to celebrate the new year with some Fortnite dancing. We all know just how cringy and awkward Fortnite dances have become in real life, as most of the time the people doing them don't really know what they're doing. In this case, Ninja was trying to get a massive floss party going on, but to his disappointment, pretty much nobody in the audience wanted to start flossing with him while it was pouring down rain. You got Ninja, who's up there on the stage flossing his heart away, and then beneath him is a sea of people who just don't really care whatsoever, as they're only there to see the ball drop live. There were a handful of people out in this crowd flossing along with Ninja, but 3 or 4 people out of 300 really is not the best ratio. Take a look.
Some floss music on. We're getting ready.
It's so wet.
It's so wet. It's so awesome. Should we count down? Are we gonna get some tunes on?
Absolutely ready?
And 3, 2, 1. Yeah.
Hold up. Floss, baby. You guys know it. Come on, man. I want to see the crowd. Get it going. You got it? You've been working. I'm like hitting my wife for you. Man, you want to come up? Everyone, floss, let's get it. Come on, baby. Show me what you got. Show me what. Just move. If you guys know it, just move. It's all I want to see some movement. I'm not seeing enough movement. Oh my God. It's not that big. Woo.
Number 3. TimTheTatman's awkward sub sound. TimTheTatman has been in the streaming game for a very long time now. He's gone from playing CSGO to Overwatch to Fortnite and pretty much everything else in between. He's been one of the top variety streamers for a very long time now, but in that time, Tim's stream has not been a stranger to some pretty awkward moments. From in-game glitches to rage to awkward chat encounters, Tim's stream has kinda seen it all, including what might be one of the most awkward and poorly timed donations in the history of Twitch. This clip starts with Tim receiving a donation from a viewer who says he's been diagnosed with muscular dystrophy and that'll probably end up in a wheelchair relatively soon. The point of his donation is to ask for some motivation from the chat to help him get through this hard time. And literally right as the donation finishes, Tim receives a new subscriber to his channel, and when Tim gets a new sub, at the time an alert would play that would say, "Hey, you just wasted your money." So you get this very heartfelt donation with a very serious tone to it, and then you get a sub alert that completely ruins the moment. If you want to talk about embarrassing stuff, this has to be at the very top of the list. See for yourself.
That could potentially get me banned, just spam TOS,
Hey Tim,
so I know.
You helped me a lot during rough time. I have been diagnosed with a muscular dystrophy. Basically, I will end up in a wheelchair. It's a bit sellout, but if I can get a little boost from you and chat, that would motivate me and make my dream come true.
Hey, you just wasted your money. Lol in chat.
Homer, just to be clear, that wasn't directed to you. That's my tier 3 sub sound.
Number 4. Pokimane's soundboard roasts her chats. Another incredibly popular streamer over on Twitch is none other than Pokimane. She, much like Tim and a handful of other big streamers out there, is another variety streamer who is followed more for her personality rather than the game she plays. Now, Pokimane has a lot of inside jokes within her stream, from various things in chat to different iconic quotes she says pretty frequently. So with that, a viewer of hers ended up making her a soundboard app where she could play random sounds of herself at any given time. But to her surprise, the soundboard also had a few extra surprises and add-ons, including some rather, interesting sounds, and also a voice line where Poki essentially just roasts everybody. When trying to make a joke, Poki says, "This is me" when chat gets mad, and then she proceeds to play her soundboard, which goes on to call her entire chat worthless. She definitely was not expecting this to happen, but it did nonetheless, and while it may be utterly hilarious to watch now, you could tell Poki was pretty embarrassed by it, as she was not expecting to actually start roasting her chat with the soundboard. Take a look.
Me at chat, and then this is me when chat gets mad after I meme them.
Wow, I'm so sorry that you're worthless.
That button just said, "Wow, I'm sorry," okay? I didn't want to call you guys worthless. No.
Number 5. Tfue forgets to turn off his stream. Tfue is now pretty much the #1 streamer on Twitch whenever he is live, thanks to Ninja moving over to Mixer. But the new top dog is not a stranger to some pretty embarrassing moments. Of course, the last year for Tfue has been pretty extreme, with some really high highs and also some pretty low lows. But one of the most embarrassing things that's happened to Tfue in his entire career is him forgetting to turn off his stream after he was done gaming for the night. While playing some Fortnite, Tfue decided to call it a day and end his stream to go relax and eat some food. But upon walking away from his setup after saying goodbye, his stream was still live, and his webcam sat there pointing at his chair and desk for a few moments in awkward silence, before you hear Tfue return to his setup, realizing he forgot to shut off his stream. Except, here's where it gets embarrassing. Tfue doesn't have a shirt on, and Twitch has a pretty strict no showing off your chest rule, so Tfue has to awkwardly reach across his desk to shut off his stream without getting himself banned for not wearing a shirt. Check it out.
Yeah, he's alone.
Shit, dude, I ain't got no tits, yo.
I mean, no, he's
Bro,
not.
I got my tits out, dude.
He's all alone, I don't think.
Alright. Later, guys. Peace out, dudes.
What is the funniest thing you've ever seen happen live on stream? Let us know down in the comments below. If you guys enjoyed the video, drop a like rating on it, give it a big old thumbs up, it would be much appreciated. And of course, if you are new here to the channel and you like what you see, feel free to subscribe with your post notifications turned on, that way you'll always know when a new video goes live. With all of that being said, that is effectively going to wrap things up for today, so thanks so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and we'll catch you guys later. Peace out.